And welcome to the 5th round of the XRL GP3 season in Catalonia, Spain. Obviously last race was brilliant, getting the podium, first podium in league racing, and hopefully we can get a positive result here, because after Spain we've got Monaco, which hasn't really that good of a track for me, so we need a good result here. Try and target 5th place in the overall standings at the end of the season, because that's my target. And if we can keep finishing races in the points, we have a possibility to get there. There's some cars that probably are quicker than us below us in the standings at the minute, but if we keep on finishing, 5th, 6th, maybe sometimes 3rd, that's still decent points. So I'm just targeting that 5th place, and it's important. But now we're going to go into quali. I'm going to leave you on board and have a listen to the engine sounds on a lap of Catalonia.
We're dropping down the order. You're currently in 3rd.
And across the line and do a 119.7, which leaves me 8th, and not bad. I believe I was the only one on the primes qualifying, so yes, there would have been more times on the options, so I could have probably got up to the top 5. It was very close in qualifying, so it's not bad qualifying pace, but to be honest, I'd rather have better race pace than quali pace, because you don't get points on a Saturday for qualifying. So, we've got to target a good result here, like I've said earlier, and it's important. So let's go into the start of the Catalonia GP.
Lots of cars on the grid today. Make sure you keep out of trouble.
5 lights, and it's go, go, go. And bogged down again. Obviously, starts are not my strong point if you've watched my previous Grand Prix, and get jumped by Jenks. Connor arrived ahead of me, and I think I have an incident there with Tyson, and to be honest, obviously I go wide there. Just going back to that incident, I was trying to avoid cars, in front of me, and then maybe I braked too early. I don't know what actually happened with Tyson. Sorry, I didn't actually mean that to happen. I was just trying to be honest, avoid cars ahead of me, and that's probably what caused the collision. At the start, the starting laps of this Grand Prix, I did change the gear ratios, and I think I didn't have much pace. But to be honest, the most problem that I had with the car in the early stages of the Grand Prix was grip. I just didn't have hardly any grip, and you'll see me get overtaken here by the Toro Rosso of Tyson, and I just, to be honest, struggling with the grip of the car, and it was very close. I think someone was holding people up, because I was quite surprised with how I managed to keep quite close to the pack with the struggling of the grip of the car. So coming towards turn 9 and following Andy Coybe, and there's been an incident between, I believe, Alonso and Tyson, and now I'm into 9th, and I'm just following the Mercedes, and seems to call up to this train of cars. I should get DRS at the end of this on the straight, and I'll knock it up to Rich Fast Mix, and I'm just a bit too far behind Andy Coybe, and I believe Alonso has retired, and I'm gonna keep trying to push on Andy Coybe, but there's I believe it's Tyson behind me, so I'm under pressure as well. Go wide there. I'll run the curb, but I'm not being overtaken by anyone. And I go into the gravel, and that lets Tyson through for 9th position. Both go a bit wide on the exit turn 9. Coming now into the little tight part of the circuit, and just trying to follow the Toro Rosso around to gain the DRS on the straight. They use the remaining of my curves now, and let's try and get past Tyson. I'm gaining on him, going for the inside line on Tyson, and I'm past him just for a split second, and I'll run the curb just to try and avoid taking him out, and I'll give him, and he just gets past me, and still in 10th position. Following him round turn 4, and then going into 5. There's a car behind me, who looks like he could get past. Tyson makes a little mistake there, and it is very close between the 3 of us. Lift a little bit going into turn 8. Coming into turn 9, Tyson runs wide, but I'm just not close enough to get a better run on him. Then we're going to try and follow Tyson into this little tight part of the circuit. Don't get a good run through the chicane, and it leaves us vulnerable to the car behind. Oh, there's a collision between Jenks and Writer's Tag, I believe, and we've got the DRS on Tyson, but the car behind us is going to pass, and that's Samster, new addition to the league. And, we're in 8th position. We're following Samster now on lap 11 of the Grand Prix. And he's lagging a bit. So, like I've mentioned before, I find it difficult, to be honest, to try and pass a lagging car. And he's just gone into the gravel. Well, he's gone to the gravel, then he sort of lagged out of the gravel. And yeah, I don't really like to. And then he goes into the gravel for definite. And we're up into 7th for now. And next lap, which is lap 12, and we're behind Andy Coybe, and we're gonna follow him through turn 7. I believe, no, sorry, that was turn 6. I believe this is turn 8. Sorry if I got them wrong. And we've got the DRS on Andy Coybe. We just don't we're not close enough to get Andy Coybe, and we're under pressure from the car behind. We get a good inside run onto Andy Coybe. Go wide. I'm not sure if I should have retained the position and let him go, but I'll go into the pits, and I believe Andy Coybe has followed me into the pits. And I'm going to put a set of option tyres on. I mean, with rain coming, it's very hard to decide what strategy you should be on. I mean, to be honest, you don't know when it's going to come, and I think, to be honest, try and get the pace on options. And with rain predicted, you know, you're not really focused on whether, you know, the strategy in a way, because you're still thinking of the rain in mind. So we're going to try and pass as many cars as we can with these fresh option tyres. And we're behind Sam Jenks, and Jenks goes wide, and we should have a good run into turn 8 on Jenks. And open the DRS. I'm going to go on the inside line, and I've just clicked Jenks there, and I let Jenks have the place back, because I don't feel that would have been a fair move, to be honest. And we're going to try and overtake Jenks cleanly on the straight. And just heard on the team radio, 15 minutes time, that the rain could be coming, and will these options last? That's the question. Has it been the wrong decision from me? We'll have to find out. And lap 16, still behind Jenks. I think he I'm not sure if he actually pitted for fresh primes. He was on the primes he was on. Sorry, I don't think he actually started on primes. So I think he pitted for primes. So we're gonna try and get past Jenks, and Jenks cuts the corner and then runs wide, and we're gonna pass him into turn 8. And now we've got to try and keep this position. We've got the DRS on Jenks. We should keep the position if we don't outbrake ourselves going into turn 9, and we don't. Now we've got to try and keep this position, 8th position, try and push on for 7. I don't know who is the car ahead. I think it might be a Red Bull, and I think it might be Samstar. I'm not sure. We won't have the DRS. Jenks will have the DRS on us, so we don't need to worry about the car ahead at the time being. Jenks should have more speed really than us with the DRS at speed advantage. So coming down into turn 1, and Jenks, and he gets past us, and we have to go wide, otherwise there'd have been a collision. Well, there was a wheel. I did touch a bit of his side pod. And we're down back into 9th. Important now we follow Jenks and try and get past him, you know, as soon as possible. Coming into turn 5, and Jenks makes a mistake on the exit, and I'll get past Sam Jenks, and I need to make it stick this time. I'm down on the gravel a little bit. Coming into turn 8. I won't have the DRS, I've got no curve as well. Gotta make sure I make this tidy, and I do. Lap 24, tyres are wearing now, and I mean, I was in a situation where, do I pit, or, you know, for new rubber, or do I stay out? And I stayed out because, you know, I didn't know when the rain was going to come. So I felt it was a better option for me to stay out and wait for the rain. And I'm going to come under pressure from Connor Ives here in the Toro Rosso. I'll go a bit wide on the exit of turn 9. And Connor Ives goes past. And down into 7th position. And behind now is Sam Jenks. And I've got to just make sure I can keep this 7th position till the rain comes, and hope. And I think, to be honest, I'm probably relying on the rain now to improve position, because I don't think I've got much pace actually in the dry conditions. Lap 28, and it started to rain now. Well, it started to rain a couple of laps ago, and I believe it is time to, well, for me now, to think about the intermediate tyres, and we're going to pull them on this lap. I mean, we might as well. I mean, the tyres are shot, and I think we might as well put on some fresh rubber. It might be a lap too early, but it probably would be better than worn tyres. So we go. We just really cut that chicane. I mean, that was really bad of me. And we're going to go in the pits, put on the intermediate tyres. Hopefully coming in a lap early will help me, gain time on the cars ahead. I mean, sometimes, it helps to take risks. And I don't think it's much of a risk, though, to be honest, because, I mean, the track is damp. So you might see, for the first couple of laps, a lot of steam coming off the tyres. But I don't think that, to be honest, it's too early. Lap 33 now, and I think it's time for the wet tyres. I mean, conditions have got worse now at the Catalonia circuit, and the car ahead, which is Samster, is also struggling, and he misses the chicane like I did. So do I, and I don't know why he didn't pit. But I'm in the pits now. I'm going to put on a set of wet tyres, and I mean, to be honest, I know I'm just going a bit off topic, but I'm, to be honest, surprised about the wear levels on this game, about the intermediates and the wets, because as you'll see later on, you'll see I make a pit stop, and let's just, I won't say anything more than that, but yeah. Anyway, going on to lap 34, at the end of lap 34, and I believe that is Samster and Speed Demon having a battle, and looks like I could actually gain 5th position here out of nowhere. They both dive into the pits, and I'm not sure this was when Speed Demon had a Codemaster's glitch, where it put on a set of dry tyres in the rain. And on lap 44 now, pit stop, we're going to put another set of wet tyres on. And like I was saying earlier, the tyres shouldn't wear this bad. It's not really realistic. You don't see tyres wear that bad in real F1. Well, not dry, obviously wet compound, what I'm trying to say. And I mean, if Codemasters, maybe, I think that's one of the things they need to sort out for next game, is the wear levels of wet tyres, because I mean, intermediates and wets I don't think wear as bad as the dry compounds. Lap 46 now, and I exit the corner, and I oversteer, and I'm into the barrier, and that, as I said at the time, I believe that is my race over. And I'm going to see an instant replay now of this, and I'm just going, I think I hit a puddle or something, and my car lose grip, and I'm just running to the barrier. And to be fair, I know I was very lucky in a way that it didn't end my race, because it was quite a hefty collision. And I'm lucky I'm still in the race, and even if I do finish last, I still will get some points, which is not bad. I mean, if I finish 7th, I'll get 6 points, so that is quite good. I mean, obviously, I should be targeting more than 7th place, but I mean, 7th place for just sticking in the race, it's not a bad result. But you never know, anything could happen. I'm struggling now. I'm just, as soon as I can get it back to the pits, the better for me. No, we've got no control in the wet with no wing and a punctured tyre. I mean, it just makes it really hard to control the car. And I was very lucky there. I didn't clip the entry to the pits, because if I'd have done, that would have been definitely race over, hitting the big bollock, sort of concrete at the start of the pit lane. And we're going to put another set of wet tyres on now, and damage limitation now for us really, and we've been lapped, and we just try and keep it on the road now, and hopefully changes of weather conditions could help us if that does happen later on in the race. Going on to lap 56 now. Lap 56 now, and the track is drying out, and I think it is time now to put the intermediate tyres on, which I am going to do. Speed Demon is below us, and I did mention the tyre glitch earlier on, and I'm not actually sure if it was early on or the pit stop now, so I'm sorry if I made the mistake, but we are up in 6th. And I mean, I don't know how far Andy Coib is actually behind us, but could we actually challenge to get 5th? I mean, no, hopefully we could. I mean, lap 62 now, and Schumacher IMA is just ahead of us, so we're closing down on 5th position, although Schumacher IMA did pit I think a couple laps ago, so he is on the option tyre, but Andy Coib, who I still believe is on the intermediate tyre, so I mean, we could actually get 5th here, and I mean, if we actually did get 5th, it wouldn't be, I mean, to be fair, it would be a great result for us, being as what happened on lap 46 of the Grand Prix. I'm going to go into the pits now and put on a set of option tyres, and hopefully we can get 5th position, which would be I'd really be happy with. I mean, as long as we get a half decent result. I mean, to be honest, even if we finish 6th, that is a good result, because I just expected to finish last after what happened, crashing into the tyre barrier. And but I mean, we've got to try and go for this 5th. Make a mistake there, and I'm going to leave you on board, and I'm going to leave you on board to the last lap, and then I'll be back. coming to the last lap of the Grand Prix now, and I've really gained on Andy, and to be honest, you know, am I too far behind? I'm not sure. I mean, to be honest, coming into the straight between turn 8 and turn 9, I think will be the crucial part of this last lap. And if I'm going to get the move done, that's probably be where I'm going to get it done. I'm really gaining on Andy now. I've got more pace on him in the dry, and I'm really faster than him. And am I going to run out of laps here at Catalonia? Coming into, and I'm really on his backside, and to be honest, I made a mistake here, and that was a bit stupid on me. I forgot that I was lapped, and I didn't realise till the you know, when I was halfway up the straight of past turn 8, and that probably really cost me. I did try and have a look up this part, but Andy Coib, you know, Andy Coib had it covered, and you ain't really going to pass someone around this part unless they make a mistake. And coming round the final corner to claim 6th position, and well, I mean, yeah, I should be happy with it, but Andy Coib was there for the taking, and I think if I had one more lap I would have got him. But 6th position, 8 points, I'm pleased, and I'll see you in Monaco. Thanks for watching. Bye.